Hi everyone. Wanted to say a brief word about Parashat Beshalah, which we read this coming Shabbat. It's a real high point in the story of the Exodus. The children of Israel, having left Egypt, will now cross through the sea on dry land and will emerge on the other side to sing a special song of praise to God. But as I mentioned last week, we go from this high point of freedom to a very mundane problem. There's no water. And the people attack Moses. They are very concerned about it. Moses cries out to God. He doesn't know what to do. And God gives Moses very specific instructions. Take the elders with you, cross in front of the people, bring your staff with you. And as we know, what he's going to do is end up striking the rock, and the rock will give forth water for the Jewish people. But it's interesting that in that command, God refers to Moses' staff this way. He says, take along the staff with which you struck the Nile. And the question that the Midrash asks is, why does God point out that this is the same staff that hit the Nile? And the Midrash answers its own question by saying, it's because the people thought that that staff could only be used for punishment. It was used to hit the Nile to start punishing the Egyptian people. And perhaps if Moses has his staff with him and he's about to hit that rock, it's not going to be good for the Jewish people, but only bad. God points out that this is the same staff that was used for that, and you're going to see the beneficial results of this staff as well. It made me think about the fact that there are aspects of our own personalities which don't always play well. They are weaknesses. They cause us trouble. And there may even be places or memories that have a bad connotation in our mind. I think that part of what the Midrash is getting at is that even things which have a negative connotation, even our weaknesses, can be turned with effort, with thoughtfulness, can be turned to create good things in our lives. For each one of us, how we do that is going to be different. But there's a process of redemption of things that we may have done wrong. Tshuva actually can transform things that we did wrong into good in our lives and into the world in general. So I think that God specifically mentions, that, at least according to this Midrash, specifically mentions that this is the staff that caused bad, but it also can cause good. Perhaps this Shabbat we have the opportunity to think about something which isn't going quite right, a decision that we made that wasn't the right decision, and we can transform it. It actually can be used to do good for us and for the people around us. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.